Why do you think? Why?
Rishi Sunak. Go on. I'll tell you later.
Good evening. After last week's shock resignations from the Conservative benches, rumours persist that more MPs may follow suit. One name mentioned by Westminster insiders is that of tax-evading horse cosseter and one-time party chairman Nadhim Zahawi. His office has issued a denial of such intent, but our correspondent found Mr Zahawi squatting behind the statue of Churchill on Parliament Square, apparently in a rather confused state, dressed only in My Little Pony pyjamas. He gave the following statement.
Zahawi, whatever people may think of me, of my expenses and my tax evading ways, I've kept my horses warm, I've kept my horses warm. And then they gave Zahawi COVID contracts via VIP, and so the dividend was shares did then. I've been here all day. Horses warm, horses warm. The whole town have all the horses in there, and it's in now against them. I'm not local, but what they say in season now, they tend to do that. What we're doing is to stop now, and the goal is if you want to convene about the issue or whatever, but then it's not initially, as before, they've been all day. That my understanding of the matter was that this island here was an exception. But I've been told by my office, my local and directors and senior officers that
silver.
That in fact it is against it. And there's a summary only effect. And I said that it's not proportionate. It's about seizing when I've been with you guys all day, only understanding that this is actually a.
We've been playing here for 2 years.
So the requirement today for my
You know what happened?
I don't.
Sunak come out on his doorstep, saying,
I think it's just
doing their job.
I think it's a noise concern, that's what I'm saying. So what needs to happen today, to help me as well with respect, is for the music to stop. We're not going to seize it. And then if you want to pick up with the matter and the issue thereafter, you can do so. And that's it. Because I've pushed back on this, I've said, look, I can't just, I don't feel proportionality, policing my consent and all that sort of thing. So it's very important to me. So I've said, look, I don't tend to march in the season, but when I've been with the folk all day, being that's why I understand making a lot of protest, and I get this against the law, so instead of communication, resolve the matter from my point of view.
Which law are we breaking?
Section 142 of the Police Reform and Social Responsibility Act of 2011. Now,
Which would be found to be unconstitutional if we went to court.
this is where I will come into it. The reason why you've been allowed to play all day is because I had information to suggest that this was not part of that map's area. I've been shown a map. Apparently the map is made by the legislation changed last year. And so it's available on legislation.gov.
You know why they changed it?
I don't know why they changed it. What I'm saying is,
You'll know why they changed it.
we found this out in the
This is supposed to be a law of attainment. They have decided to outlaw a group of particular people.
rather than go the direction of you're in breach, we're seizing it, and the good sergeant's absolutely right, because I don't think that's proportionate either.
Well, I know what's not on the map, but around the corner in there by the Foreign Office.
Right,
on
okay.
the map. It's even louder in that street.
The thing is, it's all publicly available on the website. You can't even hear it today. Rather than use the direction of we are going to seize your equipment, it is we need to switch it off today. Your warning from March 20th is still in play, and be warned that we are now. This is the first time that I've had all of this. Apparently, you got more than March 20th about this when your equipment originally got seized, and you're not allowed to return big equipment within 90 days.
I do. I'm not.
That's news to me.
That's what I emergency stop. This is what I've been told. That's a forgive me. I'm not trying to circumnavigate the pathway. However, these are all phone calls, and if I'm doing this, it's
there is.
you recognise my face. I always want to say hello. I always have this conversation.
But there is little amount of we're not changing ourselves. We're not supermoving. We're not stopping the traffic. We're not blocking the flow of people.
Absolutely. I'm not disputing that at all. I'm merely passing out information and the agreement that I've had
Have you seen
to say today I need you to straight now, and then we go, and then
well, I'll move it to where I can use it. I won't play it here.
who's free to use it? That's neither here nor there with me.
And the gates are down the street on the map either.
Again, not for me, I'm talking about here and the now, and this is where we are talking about. But the Sergeant White said,
Listen to that now, I think it works.
instead of standing next to you for 5 hours and saying, right, no, please don't say that we're taking your equipment, what I'm saying is, stop now, take your equipment with you.
God knows what goes on there.
Well, I'll stop it here. I'm not taking it away, but I won't play it here.
Right. Just be under no illusion. If it's played on today though, officers will be having to seize it and it'll be given on the second level. So it's basically on the second level. I was playing a mapped area, all this central information is included, and the other side of the road.
When was this area included in the map?
I got told after last year. I only acted on the information that bronze crimes could be and silver crimes. That's all I've got.
Well, I had no problem until a couple of weeks ago, as you know.
I do. Hence the fact, one of the first things that came done today was come and speak to you direct and say hello. So I apologise that effectively I didn't bring information against my officers and my officers have effectively allowed you to be breached, but as a result of that, that's why we're not seizing the equipment, because I've been able But now that we have got this information, we are relaying that to you.
Alright, we've had a good innings.
And then, as I said, everything is ready to change well. Legislation above, we can process
I just briefed one thing and then told another, and that was uncertainty. So a compromise would be ideal for me today.
This wouldn't stand up in court, you know that?
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm testing it.
Because it hasn't been tested. Because they don't want to test it. And they're relying upon the fact that we don't have the money to do this. We could get the money to do this.
I don't want to get pissed. I'm not a local person, but I'm here.
This isn't a political matter. This is a matter of law. This isn't a matter of policy. This is a matter of law.
Discussion over these things, but I've made my
apology for the misunderstanding. My officers can stay for 5 hours and then go, we're having that is disproportionate. But now that we have got the information, now that I've made you aware of it, that can't be that is the best I can do. Thank you for your understanding. I'm going to relay that to my boss. And then everything else is going to work on my time. Alright?
That's the message of your boss for me.
That's what it is.
He's a fascist.
I'll think about whether I'll pass that on. Because that's this on. If we ever challenge this in court, if we ever actually get her to challenge this in court, we do win. The constitutional basis is very clear.
I've got a problem with that. It's very cool.
The only thing that I can say to that is that we as a police street, we can only actually, we've got a very low private bar
We don't comment on it, but I'm just saying things are. It's right that things are tested and I agree with that. And I can't dictate the way it will go. But I have to do my job.
It's like seeing yourself. People can tell. They're not complaining. They'll say,
Of course, there have been some complaints, to be fair, and I've heard them. But as I said, my understanding of the day has changed in terms of the things. And I can only go with what the direction to do. And this is why I'm trying to ask for a bit of compromise rather than having to do things in a physical way, which is not what I'm.
Which leaves the police again, if that happens, it leaves the police again humiliated as complicit in following orders they never should have. This has happened a few times recently.
I'm trying to compromise.
I think we've got to a compromisation here.
I
It's not that I'm
appreciate
just following orders, it's that I can only act on the information that I've got.
Said that in Nuremberg, Mike. It didn't
It's not a
well.
defence.
Alright,
It's not a good look.
Anyway,
where we are. That's it. That's all I can say. I've relayed it. Music's off.
Alright, no, you've been fair enough. I'll leave it off. And
thank you for letting us listen to us put the point over.
No doubt we will see each other again soon.
We will.
However,
Over time's time.
I always like to have a conversation. I always like to have a conversation.
That's why I
it's funny
did
how
take
nothing happened until Sunak came out on the doorstep and said the police aren't doing their job.
I can.
They interfere in the policing. That's not what politicians should be doing. They set the law, they shouldn't be...
At the 1922 committee,
The law, things are at your discretion. Obviously, if you had a protest here, 100,000 people, and there was like 30 amps between, you're not going to take their amps off. You'll let them carry on, disperse peacefully. Because we're small,
We're not finding out in a few hours' time when there's another protest happening here. It depends what the application is. But I'm here to answer suspicions. This is the information that relates to me. Sent by our intel, by our crime scene, by the supervisor of officer. If you said you're not aware of that, I will take your word for that. But I got told you got certain paperwork. I'm not just here for that's what you're going to see.
do I sign this paperwork?
Today, as the sun is so not season. And it gets go with your team. Okay.
I know you're recording, so I just want to say this. Sam Coates of Sky News on the 20th, because Sunak was at the 1922 committee, and in the 1922 committee, Sam Coates reported that Sunak said he had arranged so that we would be closed down, and that the Conservatives of the 1922 committee could thank him for that. If he is saying that, as I'm sure you're aware, that is not what his powers are.
Political interference.
That's interference. And if that is what we're talking about, and if it all comes to another thing whereby we get that bit of footage on Sky, again, the police are going to come out of this looking very bad.
And again, that is something which you most certainly, should it arrive in court, bring up in court. But we've got the legislation to back up that, and that's what we're acting on. So that's where the direction is coming from. Everything else is a matter of you, CPS, and if that's the case, then by all means.
We've got to do it in.
Okay.
Feel free to give a video of our little discussion here, those whoever wants to see it, because there's a whole bunch of things that could go on.
And this is, I mean, you're absolutely right. Whilst I'm recording, I've got no issue with the screen, I've got no issue with the live stream. This is an open conversation and an open stream, and all I can do is relay the information that I've been given. But otherwise, you have to be transparent when we're having this conversation. Otherwise, we're setting people up to fail, etc. But ultimately, the line in the sand is speak must come back on, and then we're going up the dash. All right. Lovely. Thank you very much for your understanding. Thank you very much for listening. Take care, everyone. We'll see you around.
Working with you today.
See you later.
Okay.
You'll hear us on radio.
Okay, guys.
You see plain clothes one? What a mess you use. What about that? It takes the first 30 seconds.